Okay, first time in a very long time, the sun is out, it's a gorgeous day. Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. Got an awesome video for you guys today. The Integra Type R is coming out of the garage. I'm going to go over it completely with a polish. The Integra Type R is still up for sale. So since I am selling the Integra, I'm going to do a complete walk around of the vehicle and show you guys that everything is mint, just so that everybody knows how good a condition this car really is in. The car is running. I disconnect a negative terminal on the battery, which shows the alternator is perfect. The idle does not change at all when I place the terminal on. New alternator, new battery, new idle control valve, all the piping, the purge solenoid right here, everything is brand new. New throttle body gasket, sensors, everything. The car idles perfectly. Mugen strut bar, everything is authentic Mugen. The back bumper, the side skirts, it's all plastic, not fiberglass. I even have the, Type R front license plate. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know this already. Got the adjustable K1, K2 coilovers, new clutch, new flywheel, new trans fluid, new DBA performance slotted rotors, as well as Hawk HPS pads, brand new tires, 99% tread, only 500 miles on them, new wheels, new front control arm bushings, front and back, new tie rods, full alignment, undercoating, HKS exhaust, 2.5-inch turbo, Skunk2 race header, the AEM V2 intake, stock Type R PCM, everything else is brand new, factory untouched. The car really is a gem. This is the portion of the paint right here that has been polished and removed. It is 100% perfect. Looks absolutely fantastic. Before I continue on, getting the Type R polished up and detailed and looking great, going for a drive, it's time to install the Driveway Demons banner on the Duramax. You don't think it looks good? What do you think? I think it looks badass.
It looks nice.
Gonna clean that window and we're gonna put it on the top. Finally, after waxing and buffing the Type R, we're able to drive it and go over to the car wash in order to vacuum it out, but we have no sunlight left because it gets dark at 6 p.m. This really sucks, but at least I get to drive it. I haven't driven it since June. My brother loves the Integra. This is his second favorite Honda. His first is the DC2.
Oh yeah.
It'll always be a DC2.
The real
though.
DC2, not the American DC2.
Yeah, it's got to be the one with the straight Japanese JDM front end. I've owned, like I said in
in other videos, I've owned multiple Integras and RSXs, and this is the smoothest driving one. The Type R truly does get the best parts for sure. The transmission, the clutch, everything about this vehicle, the synchros are much better than the Type S. I love this car. I don't want to sell it.
Flies, man.
It's fucking badass.
Dude, we were shifting at 8,900 RPMs. Fucking name a car that can do that.
I know, like the Type R, the K20A, so much better than the K20A2. The A2's red line is like 8,000. 8,200. This goes to 8,800.
The only vehicle I've ever seen be able to do that is if you order a spooned Honda engine and they can go to 10 or 11. That's it. I've never seen a vehicle go to 9,000 RPMs.
You gonna hold it against me that I missed second gear the first time?
I don't mind hearing the shit rev. I forgot to put my seatbelt on.
Oh, don't do that.
Fucking motherfucker, man.
Yeah, no, this car drives beautifully. I'm in love with this car. It was my dream car.
It doesn't matter if you love muscles and you're like, oh man, I'm only muscle. I'm never gonna own an import. They're little ricer cars. Well, get in one that's like this Type R, not an American version, one that's made as a race car, and just mess around with it for fun, drive it crazy, and go around corners, and you'll see why they're loved so much, because they're compact and fun. They're not big giant boats that you're trying to go super fast in.
They handle good.
Yeah.
Like, this is a track car is what this is. I mean, it's
you'll appreciate it. If you've never been in one and you own a muscle car, but you've never actually had a chance to be in one and you'll change
We're
your
gonna hit this corner going into a neighborhood at 40 miles an hour.
Wow.
Oh, I overturned. I could have hit the curb. Like, legitimately 40 mile an hour, 90-degree turn. Oh, I love driving the Integra Type R. Civic Type R is, you know, it is a K series motor. It is a K20, but it's a turbo, and I'm not a big fan of these turbo engines. The naturally aspirated high-revving VTEC engines are the ones that I love the most. The B18 Type R, the B16 Type R, the K20, absolutely love them. So if I could get to 100,000 subscribers, I would keep this car and I would turbo it and K-Pro it. It would give me 600 wheel horsepower, and it only weighs 2,600 pounds. So I basically would call Mike, Street Speed, and be like, hey buddy, let's race the 720. And I would be able to walk him most likely, because I'd be making about the same power he is, and I would weigh like 500-600 pounds less. So from a roll on the highway, it would be very interesting to say the least.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike.
No, Mike's my buddy. I mean, even Mike would admit a car this small and this light making 650 wheel, 600 wheel, that's a lot for this car. That'd be the equivalent of the Hellcat making 1,000 wheel or 1,100.
Yeah.
Look how fast the Hellcat is. Give it 300 more wheel horsepower. Like, this car is light, so if it makes power, it's gonna be super fast. I mean, look how fast it is right now at 250. Now give it 300 more. Right?
It's already like gut-wrenching because you're so low to the ground and it's so light.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's unfrigging believable. I love driving this car. I don't know how to describe it.
It's a completely different feeling when you're riding in something like this than when you're riding in a muscle car. It has a different feeling.
It's not better and it's not worse. It's completely different.
If you really enjoy vehicles, there's an appreciation you get for riding in something like this.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I will tell you, there is a lot of differences between an Integra Type R and an Acura RSX Type S. And I'm gonna go through this list with you right now, as I've owned 3 RSXs and I've owned this Type R. The differences between them are the limited slip differential in the transmission. The final drive is different on the Type R. It's also a 15mm wider track stance on the front end on each side, 30mm overall. Different knuckles. different ball joints, different lower control arms. The suspension is better. The shifter has got a shorter throw to it. The pistons are different. They're 11.5 to 1 versus 11 to 1 in the Type S or the K20A2 for compression. The camshafts are slightly more aggressive, which is why it makes 20 more horsepower. In addition to all those things, the vehicle doesn't come with a sunroof, and it's about 200 plus pounds lighter. It comes with HIDs, whereas the RSXs did not. So that's another really great thing. The lighting is better in the car. The seats are better. The Recaros are actually lighter than the Acura RSX seats. That's a big difference. You sit better in these seats. They're more comfortable. The back seat is a Recaro, black suede Recaro instead of leather, so you're saving all that weight out of the car. Not to mention, the cup holders are a little different in the interior. The e-brake is better. The braking system is better. It comes with Brembos, whereas the brakes on an RSX just plain out suck. The brakes on the Type R are much better. The sway bar is bigger in the front. The sway bar is bigger in the rear. It's really at a point where I tell my brother all the time that a lot of people say, hey, there's a few differences, when in reality, I like to look at it like there's only a few similarities. Guys have RSXs with turbo, they have supercharged RSXs, none of them handle or drive as fun as this car does. This is the real deal, I love it. I'm blessed to be able to have it, and I'm selling it. A lot of people don't understand why, but it's time to move on. Even though I don't want to, it breaks my heart. I'm in love with this car. Well, that's going to do it for today's vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Cleaning up the Integra, buffing and polishing, then going for a wicked cool ride at night, hitting VTEC a couple times. Did you have fun?
Oh, hell yeah, yeah.
It's been a long time since we drove the Integra Type R, and it looks absolutely badass. I just love the car, but it is for sale, unfortunately. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe right now. Give this video a thumbs up, especially if you love Hondas and Type Rs. And leave your comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Don't forget, support the channel. DriveWithDemons.com. Get your hoodies there. Winter's coming up. T-shirts, key tags, and more. Support the channel. DriveWithDemons.com. For all my returning subscribers, thanks so much for stopping in and watching all my videos. Be sure to share them with everyone. But until the next video, take care and have a great night. Now it's at home, safe, inside my garage. Hey, Cody, just like they say in England.
It's like a carriage.
Yeah, the Integra Type R is safe, home in the garage.
In the garage.
In the garage.